Hello, I'm William Michael, and I'd like to talk a bit about tutoring sessions that are available online for students anywhere in the world of all ages in all subjects. Um, this summer, we're beginning to really give attention to tutoring, and that's going to take three different forms. First, online tutoring for students who are enrolled in our online courses in the Classical Liberal Arts Academy. Secondly, in-person tutoring sessions here in our office in Monroe, North Carolina. And thirdly, in-home tutoring sessions for individuals and groups in the Charlotte area in North Carolina, where we live and work. So tutoring is going to become a real focus as we move into the fourth and final phase of our mission in the Classical Liberal Arts Academy, which is to research, restore, publish, and teach the classical Catholic curriculum. I'd like to just share some basic information about tutoring sessions, when they're available, what they cost, how they work, and things like that. So bear with me as I just think and talk slowly through these different issues to try to make all of this as clear as possible for parents. Our online tutoring sessions are available daily, and by daily I mean Monday through Saturday, from 10 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. They can be scheduled during those times, starting at 10 a.m. because my wife and I attend daily Mass in the morning. We get back to the office around 9:15 or so. So by 10 o'clock, we're settled in and everything's quieted down, and we're ready for tutoring sessions to begin. So 10 o'clock in the morning, and then anytime during the day or even in the evenings that's convenient for families will be fine. The only time we're not going to be available is Wednesday evenings. Again, we attend evening Mass on Wednesdays, so between 5 and 7 p.m., and all of these times are Eastern time. We're not available on Wednesdays, but all throughout the rest of the week, including Saturdays, we're available for online tutoring sessions. So I believe that schedule is broad enough to allow for overseas students, Australian students, students in the UK, and anywhere else. There should be no problem finding available slots for online tutoring. Online tutoring is going to cost only $20 for an hour-long meeting, which is very affordable. Nevertheless, if your circumstances don't allow for a $20 tutoring session and you need to talk about discounted rates or anything like that, just contact us and we'll discuss those things. Also, I recommend for parents, if you've got multiple children who are close to the same age, whether they're your own children or children from a couple different families, and you'd like to have them join at the same time for online tutoring session, there's no problem with that. They can do that, and the cost won't change. It's $20 per session, not per student, but per session. So if you have two children in one scheduled tutoring session, it's still going to cost only $20, even though there's two students, and you can divide those costs by those two students. And that's good for a parent making tutoring arrangements for two of their own children, or for parents from different families putting kids together in small groups to have a tutoring session together. That would be fine. The $20 is for an hour session, not for a number of students in the meeting. If there's any groups who would like to organize for more than 2 or 3 students and really get into class level type stuff, I'm happy to do that. We'd have to adjust the price, but it would still be affordable, and and could be divided by the number of students in the group. So if you'd like to arrange small classes with me, we can do that as well. And obviously those would be given priority in scheduling. So the meetings are affordable. The schedule is very broad. There's plenty of time for just about anyone to find a slot that's convenient. Remember that all the times listed on the website are going to be Eastern Standard Time, so just make sure you're careful with time zones when you schedule appointments and things like that. That can get a little confusing sometimes, especially with overseas students where we're dealing with time zones that are 12 or more hours apart, and we've just got to make sure that we're on the same page with regard to time zones and meeting times. So the schedule is broad enough for everyone. I think the cost is affordable for everyone. But like I said, if you're really eager for tutoring sessions for your children and you just can't afford that $20 fee at this time, just get in touch with us and we'll find a solution that works. As for what's needed, I just published an article on the website that's titled "What's Needed for Online Tutoring," and I go through the details of what's needed: a high-speed internet connection, and that doesn't mean 200 megabaud per second. That just means 2 megabaud per second or better, which is available in most places. Even mobile phones and things like that are way above that range. So that's not a problem. We're going to have meetings using Google Meet, which is very light on bandwidth. So internet connection usually won't be a problem. Need a computer for the kid. Simple things like a Chromebook are fine. A student could use a tablet or even a smartphone for a tutoring session meeting, although that's not recommended. If that's all that's available, I'm happy to try to work with that. But a Chromebook or a computer is ideal. The environment for a tutoring session, the student should have a light source in front of his face with a light shining on his face rather than a light source behind him. If his back is to the wall, that's best, so there's no movement or noise behind him. So finding a place in the house where tutoring sessions can be held will take some time, and you might have to go through a couple tutoring sessions before you really feel like you've got a spot figured out, but that's fine. The students will need headphones because you can't listen to the speakers during the meeting because it will interfere with your microphone. So the children will need headphones to block the sound so only they hear it. The ideal situation would be for the student to use a headset. And in that article on what's needed for online tutoring sessions, I've provided some recommendations and links for things like headsets. A Logitech, I think it's a 390 model. I forget the model number, but it's $20. I mean, these things are not expensive. They're commonly used today because so many kids are in Zoom meetings with school. So a headset with headphones and a microphone are very affordable and provide an ideal solution. Earbuds that come with smartphones and things like that with a little round plug, they often have microphones built into them, so you just have to tinker with the equipment you have or look at an affordable solution like a headset for these meetings. But nothing expensive is necessary. Even a Chromebook computer, you can get a brand new Chromebook for under $200, which has everything you need. A webcam is needed. Most laptops, tablets, smartphones already have webcams built into them. If you need to buy a webcam, there's lots of options, and they're really not expensive. The one I use is the Logitech C920. That's the most popular webcam and usually the most highly rated. That's what you're looking at right now. This is a video using a Logitech C920. I think they cost about $70 on Amazon. So again, not really expensive when you consider what all of this stuff makes available to the kids. So simple equipment, maybe an initial investment, maybe you get started crudely with what's available and over time improve stuff, but I'm never going to fuss about that. I'll work with the kids with whatever equipment they've got. I'll be patient as parents get things together. I understand sometimes parents and students don't have experience with these things, and it just takes some time to get it all figured out and organized, and that's fine. I'll work with the kids and be patient. I'll make sure that in our meetings we take time just to learn how to conduct the meetings and things like that. The only other thing they'll need is a notebook and a pen. And as we have our meetings, I'll actually direct the kids as to what they should be jotting down in their notebooks and things like that. So as long as they have paper and a pen or two, they should be fine. So the requirements for these meetings are pretty simple. So the schedule should be good for everyone. The costs, I think, are affordable for everyone. What's needed, really pretty simple. Most families probably already have everything that's needed for online tutoring sessions. And other than that, it's up to me. It's for me to run these tutoring sessions and help the kids, and that's my job. So I don't want to put too much of a burden or concern on parents. If you can get the children connected with me and allow me to work with them, I'll provide the direction and help that they need to get these things sorted out and learn how to conduct themselves well in these tutoring sessions. So these sessions are open for scheduling now. I've already got students being signed up for tutoring sessions starting tomorrow. So I encourage parents who are interested in tutoring sessions to get moving with this and make sure you get desired times scheduled while the schedule is still open. Most students are going to be signing up for regular weekly sessions, so the schedule is going to fill up quickly. And then, like I said, I'm going to be advertising local tutoring here in our area and in-home tutoring throughout Charlotte to help promote the classical studies, and things are going to fill up quickly as we get to the latter weeks of the summer heading into the new school year. So if you're interested, I'm giving this heads up and giving online families a chance to grab those spots, and by the middle of the summer I'll begin making them available to local families, and as I said, I think they'll fill up pretty quickly. So what you're looking at right here is what you'll likely see for these tutoring sessions. I'm in the office here. I'll be working with the children. I may not be in this office in particular. I may be in one of the tutoring rooms that I have here, but it'll be a simple one-on-one, or if you have a couple of children, they can either be in the same screen together or on separate devices, but it'll be me just working comfortably and personally with the children. The first meeting or two is usually awkward as the kids get comfortable with the devices and the format, and they learn to slow down and speak clearly. But by the second or third meeting, it gets very comfortable, and we're able to really dig into the content and lessons more and more as the distractions and the awkwardness of the meeting themselves goes away. So it'll just be simple. I'll have my tablet in my hand that I'll use as sort of a little digital whiteboard, so the kids really won't need anything. Anything that I need to display to the kids, I'll have in my hand. I would say that parents are welcome to sit in on the meetings. The only problem with that is that the kids will need to wear headphones, and the parents won't be able to listen. So if a parent would like to sit in or just keep an eye on the meeting, I'm always pro-parent. So however parents can figure out how to do that, they're welcome. I'd be happy to have parents even participate. So whatever you feel comfortable with as a parent, that's fine with me. I know how that feels, and I love giving parents that peace of mind that everything is okay. And I think you'll see over time that I've been doing this a long time, and I can be trusted with the kids because I'm a teacher. I'm interested in teaching. I really don't get into personal conversations or small talk with the kids. I keep it as a teacher-student relationship. I always act on behalf of parents. I'm always on the parents' side. I teach children to obey and respect their parents. I don't draw children to any private relationships with myself, even at a social level, even on a personal level of any kind. And so I think parents will find some comfort in that. I don't try to be cool with the kids. I don't mess around. I just stay focused on the task at hand, make sure we get our work done, help the students to develop the discipline and maturity that they need for success in their studies, and promote the faith and morals of their parents and encourage children to follow their parents in the Catholic faith. So nevertheless, if parents want to keep an eye on the meetings or sit in, as long as you can find a way to listen in or even just watch without sound, if that gives you peace of mind, you're welcome to do that. So that's it. It's really very simple. This is for me to manage. Parents don't have anything to do. Once you provide for the meeting and make sure the children have an environment where they're not distracted, where they have the equipment they need, and we get connected, I'll take it from there. So as far as actually arranging appointments for tutoring, if you go onto the Academy website and go to the catalog, there's a link at the top of the page to the catalog. Select the tutoring category in the catalog. You'll see options there, and there's 2 steps that parents need to take to arrange tutoring meetings. The first step is to book or choose a time slot when you'd like to have your meeting, and there's a link on the tutoring page, which you'll see if you go into the catalog. And so you'll click on that link. It'll take you to a Google Calendar where you can pick your time slot. You'll get an email confirmation with the day and time, and it will also give you a link to the video meeting. So at that time, all you need to do is open that email, click on that link, and it will connect you with me. Once you've chosen your time, you just go back to the catalog, make the payment arrangements, and that's it. It's done. If you need to reschedule or cancel, you just have to get in touch. I can't guarantee we'll be able to do that, and I ask that you just take your time and be careful when you're choosing a day and time. Again, remember the time zone differences. Just be careful so we don't have any confusion, because I can't guarantee we can reschedule. But all of that's done through the Academy catalog. You can do that on your own time. Whenever you need a tutoring session for the kids, you can arrange that on your own. If you'd like to set up regular, scheduled, recurring tutoring sessions, what I recommend is you go ahead and look at that calendar and choose your day and time. But then you need to let us know that you'd like that to be recurring, and we'll set up automatic billing for recurring tutoring sessions and take care of that separately. So if you'd like to set up a recurring time for weekly or monthly or daily tutoring sessions, just contact us at the office and we'll get that set up for you. So that's really all there is to know. It's very simple. The majority of the work is going to be for me to do. You as parents just need to get the kids connected. I'll work with the kids. I'll even teach them how to participate in these sessions. And after a meeting or two, they'll be comfortable. They'll know the routine, and we'll really start to get some work done. So if you're interested in tutoring, it's now available. The schedule's open. You can start booking sessions. I recommend you do so quickly if you'd like to set up recurring sessions, but otherwise you can just pick an available time slot anytime you want an individual tutoring session. So if you've got any questions, you can just get in touch with us anytime. Email is mail@classicalliberalarts.com. The phone number here in the office is 704-776-4696. And you can always hop on live chat on the Academy website. So if you're interested in tutoring sessions, everything's ready to go. It's just a matter of signing up and getting started. So I look forward to working with the kids and with you. Just get in touch if you've got any questions, and we'll get moving. God bless.